Greetings, grasshoppers. Welcome to the show today. Hey, my name is RJ Redden, and if you don't know me, entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their engagement because most of them are shouting into a black hole, or they're a carbon copy of everyone else, or they can't get they can't get traction online. It's hard to get traction online even when everybody's staring at online right now because of where we are at in the world. So I create legendary engagement experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I'm on a mission to get 1 million people to join the engagement marketing revolution. Today, we're going to put you on that list. Hello, and today is Book Your Tickets Day. Book Your Tickets Day. Now, what do I mean by you can book tickets to events with chatbots? That seems odd, doesn't it? Don't you need a lot more official things? Don't you need software? Don't you need, blah, 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 all of the things, right? The answer is you certainly can benefit from other pieces of software. You certainly can benefit by using, Eventbrite or whatever you're going to use. It's fine. But when you do, you run the risk whenever you send somebody else someplace else on the internet. You run a risk, especially when there's payment going on, you run a risk of them just dropping out. Something happens when between the time people hit a button and another page loads, particularly if the other page loads slowly, something happens in people's brains. They say mentally, do I really want this? Do I really need this? There's sort of a thing that happens that really just it helps people drop off, or they hit the button, the page is loading, somebody calls their name, and your tab might get lost. I know that I kind of build up tabs. I'm sort of a tab queen, basically. My tabs are my open to-do list is really what's happening there. But now that I've got Evernote, I'm better about that. Anyway, so point being that when I'm designing a client journey, when I'm designing an engagement journey, I want to have as few switch the page moments as possible. I think that that's good for everybody, and it's good for focus. Let's embrace the fact that people don't have a whole lot of concentration left these days. Let's just embrace it. Let's lead them. Let's help them get where they want to go. Do not make people guess. Do not make them think. That's the death knell, I think. And it's something that people don't generally talk about or think about. But I think about these things all the time. So, at any rate, booking tickets to events with chatbots. Now, you can totally book people to an event, especially if it's a simple event. How that goes is very simply like my live events. I use Zoom for my live events. I don't even use Zoom Webinar. I don't like Zoom Webinar. I mean, I'm sure it's fantastic, but for me and for my purposes, I want to see everyone I'm talking to. I want folks' cameras to be on. I want them nodding along. I want to get that feedback loop from the audience. We talk about feedback loops all the time on this show, how using a bot gives you an automatic feedback loop from a client. Well, I can't run a chatbot during the freaking live event. That's not going to be right. I need a way to get the feedback. I need a way to know people are interested, people aren't interested, all of those things. And so I just use Zoom. I use Zoom, regular Zoom, gallery view. Everybody's on camera. And for me, that works the best. It might not work the best for you, but that's what I use. Since I use Zoom, not webinar, just Zoom regular, I don't need to gather their information through Zoom. I don't need to, I don't need to send them to a sign up page. If you have been to my bot before, my bot will recognize who you are. Unless something's not working, but my bot should recognize who you are, unless you're signing up into my bot for the first time. And it'll sign you up from there. I mean, because we're sending the reminders, we're sending notifications. If you choose text, it's text. If you want email, it's email. We're sending the reminders, not Zoom. So it's a more personalized experience, and it's shorter because I don't need you to write anything. I don't need you to write anything. You may have to throw your name and email in there. You may have to if the system doesn't know you. That's fine. That's fine. That's great stuff. Love it. And the shorter the process, the better things will be. So I have used this particular, I've used this mechanism a couple of times already. Yeah, I've used it a couple times already. It's worked really well for me. It allows people to ask questions before, so that I know what people are thinking before they come in. It allows me to kind of gear whatever I'm going to say towards what people are asking. That's an excellent thing, by the way. You want to be as responsive as you possibly can. Now, here's a bunny trail. I really need to have a little icon for bunny trail. Here's a bunny trail. Hop, hop, hop. A few years ago, Google basically said to every website out there, hey, unless you can be responsive, we're going to demote you in the Google ranks. We're going to make sure that you're buried on page 17. Hey, if you want to hide a dead body, just bury it on page 2 of the Google results, because nobody looks there ever. But we'll bury you down in 17, and you're not coming back up if your site is not responsive. And what that means is when you open a site on a mobile phone, you should be able to read it and not have to pinch Zoom, you know what I mean? And do all of that stuff. You should be able to read a website automatically when it comes up on your phone. These days, we're kind of used to it. But in the beginning, whenever the site traffic was just moving to mobile phones, you would open up a website and you'd go, what's it say? Because everything was tiny on your little screen. So Google put their foot down a while ago and said, hey, if you're not responsive by now, get there by this time or we're demoting your website. And that has happened. You can still find websites that have not decided to be responsive. You can still find them, but you kind of have to look hard. Now, what does that have to do with this? Everything. Everything. That was a simple thing of making your information fit the screen that they're looking at. Simple thing, right? Just making it so that this screen could pick up the same information. You had to arrange the information differently, but making sure that this screen can pick up that information. Your marketing should be responsive as well. You could, and you should be able to frame your talk around what your audience wants to hear. How do you do that? Book tickets to events with chatbots. Because then you can ask some extra questions. You can go beyond the normal. If you do an event on Eventbrite, say, their logo is above yours. And they take a good cut of it. They also do some free advertising to people who are looking for local events, which is nice. But their branding, baby, front and center, yours below that. When I'm designing an experience, I don't care to have other names of other brands on there. I don't because I don't want to distract you. I don't want you to go. Eventbrite wants you to say, "Hey, wonder what else Eventbrite has." I don't want you to do that. I want you to get tickets to my event. I don't want to distract you with anything that is extraneous or takes away from the experience. And so, when you use a chatbot to sign up for events, you get to skip a lot of things if you want to. Now, you can totally still use some of those other things. That's all fine. But for me, the benefit of using those things sometimes really, really kind of starts to go down in value because of the extra stuff that they're presenting. Also because they send out, boring automated emails on your behalf. Of course, if you are using Eventbrite, get in there and change those things before they go out. Seriously. But I want you to know that you can pay right inside your chatbot. We looked at a product yesterday called Silverbot. That one, the e-commerce in that one, woo! It is craziness. And if you are interested if you are selling products online, not services, but products, you might want to check that thing out. But also, it has the ability to pay through Stripe or PayPal. The mini chatbots, you can pay through, I think it's Stripe or PayPal too. But if you can, use Silverbot because they have abandoned cart stuff, which is really great. So you can pay inside a bot. It is fine to pay inside a bot. And for me, sometimes people don't trust Messenger as much. You can, if you have a bot that is deployed on a website somewhere, you can get that bot. If it's a true chat bot, you can get it working with PayPal as well. So, gosh, the reason why booking tickets to events works so well with chatbots is because they don't have to switch pages. They don't have to switch gears. They don't have to sit and think, I'll take care of this later. You want to take advantage of that energy, that right now energy, the ones that led them here to this page. You want leading here to this page right now to have a right now payoff. You do, which you will get in the form of a sign up. If it's a free event, if it's a paid event, I don't care. I know that event planners and people who hold things look at those numbers. I do. And, sometimes the numbers are great. Sometimes the little numbers are a little scary. I prefer to maybe not look at them quite as much because then that sends my brain to just weird land. But yeah, you get a payoff in the form of a sign up. They get a payoff in a form of a sign up. And we're ready all of a sudden. We're ready to go. You can start communicating with that person pre-event. If you didn't ask any questions during registration about what they want to see on the event, you can ask them in an email a couple of days later. You can ask them in a text. You can remind them, and I prefer reminders via text. I don't know about you, but reminders in email, I hate looking at email. I'm a whiner about it. Okay. I sometimes I'll get those, sometimes I won't, because I do try to shut my inbox off at certain periods of time because I don't want to read everything that's in there. So for me, a text is better. If you're on Messenger, a messenger is even better than that, honestly. People are still kind of getting used to the text thing. And when I say people, I don't mean the people receiving it. I mean the people sending it. People sending texts. A lot of people are out there right now, brand new to text marketing, and they're not quite sure how to proceed. That is as it should be. We should all definitely learn more about the platforms that we're on. But the open rate of those things, you know what? It doesn't even matter how many people click that button. What I'm talking about is when I send a notification, I'll say, hey, time to join us. We're about 10 minutes away from starting. hit this now and we'll chat a bit before the event. And then there's a link. So notification, hey, we're going on the air soon, and a link to get to the Zoom room. Those are what my notifications look like. So whether people hit the link or not, they mark in their heads. You've chosen to remind them on their phone where they're actually going to get it. You're actually paying attention to where people want to be. People want to be in their texts. They want to be in their Facebook Messenger. They don't want to be in their inboxes. I send emails as a backup because I have to, because it's expected of me. But that's not where my heart and soul is at. You know where it is. Anyway, so that's the big benefit. That's the big benefit of the bots is you absolutely want to keep them on the same page if you can. You can totally have people pay within a chatbot. You can totally ask them qualifying questions within a chatbot. You can totally ask them to pop onto your calendar before the show in a chatbot. You're flexible. The point is flexibility. And the point is for them, for the people signing up, one-stop shopping. Because, hey, who wants to chase an invite around the internet? That's what we're doing now. It's you go to the page and then you go, okay, sign up, and then you put your name and email, which you're pretty sure that person already has anyway, but you do it because it's expected and you can't go on. And then you go to pay, and that takes you somewhere else. And then you pay, and then you check your inbox because you've probably got an email with an event you want to put on your calendar. Oh, or you could do it all in one. So what's more attractive to you? And what's more attractive to your target audience? Maybe they like that, Chase. Not so many people do, but maybe they do. Find out what your target market wants. Market to them on channels that they're going to hear it. Reach them on channels that you want to reach. They want to be reached on. I want to be in live two-way conversation places. Absolutely. It's like the coffee shop of the future. Love that comment. Love it. So, as you know, as most of you know, doing an event September 16th. That's right, a full day event. And the team tells me that the landing page is going to be ready in like 12 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pop that up for us and disappear myself so that you can see what's going on here. So this is the landing page here. Skyrocket your engagement event. I'm so proud, you guys. It's my first live event. And I'm so excited about this. 14 days away, kids. Actionable strategies and tools for engaging your tribe. Register below. And then we've got, oh, sorry, I was scrolling on the wrong page. Here we have just some information on some stuff that you're going to learn. We have the bot that takes your registration. This one is saying welcome back right now because, of course, I've already registered. But it tells me that, in fact, I have registered. They're still working on the bot a little bit. That's why this is kind of going to be ready here in 11 minutes now. But and then we have some bio information on me. So that's it. That's my registration page. I'm so happy with it, you guys. I'm just so excited. It's absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, I want in. Oh, you must be in. Teresa, if you're not there, it's not really an event. I don't know if you knew that, but if you are not there, it's not really an event because you're a staple. You're a staple. So I have used this method, this bot sign up method, for many webinars that I've done. I've also used Messenger. Messenger is okay for that. Messenger, my constant gripe about that Messenger sign up is that, people are prone to get distracted by all the bells and whistles in Messenger. I again want to design the experience. So I've used these for a lot of webinars. Um, I have. If you're counting also live events, I've used these for challenge signups as well. Challenges, that's probably another topic for another day, but with the challenges, those are sometimes it's good to have them off of Facebook and sometimes it's good to have them on Facebook. People are really used to having them on Facebook. So that definitely is a thing. But your sign up, most of the time, your sign up for a challenge exists outside of Facebook anyway. It'll exist on a landing page somewhere, which is also fine. So I've used these sign up pages. It just gets people through the whole thing quick. Just makes it happen. You don't have to, send them here and here and here and here and hope they get through all of those hoops. I'm starting to think of those things every time we switch a page. I'm starting to think of that as a hurdle. I don't want a hurdle. I'm short. It doesn't work very well for me. I'm also not the most athletic person in the world. So there's a couple of reasons why hurdles don't work for me. But I think that people are getting tired of and finally questioning that. Why do we have to go through so many freaking hurdles just to get to, I want to go to your webinar? I mean, seriously. So this particular sign up page, this is going to be available in just a few, hopefully here. But when it's finally ready, I'll either me or one of the team will put it on here that it's ready. But just want to open the curtains, just want to throw it wide and say, here you go. Let's do this. Let's dig into those three things that are going to get you extra engagement right now. Let's move on. Let's move on from the marketing that we've always done. Let's see. Yeah, your hurdles and those of us who use wheelchairs don't get along either. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Hurdles kind of suck. I just don't. I don't get the attraction there. Anyway, that's what I know today. That's what I know today. And if you're doing a huge convention, a friend of mine, Cindy Harrison, she's doing a great big old art convention. She's using like official sign up software. And that's something that everybody needs to decide, for themselves. If we, when we're writing people's bots and they're doing registrations, then we make sure that the information is going to get where it needs to get. For instance, we take care of sending the information to your CRM, your active campaign or your, whatever you're using for mail. We make sure that the payment information is getting to the right place in the payment system. We make sure that kicks off the next trigger in the sequence, which is also, we make sure of all of that so that it's a seamless experience for the client. But then there are some out there, some ticketing systems that are really good to, make sure that you check out all your options and pick what you love the most. But I'm telling you right now, this thing works. Put it all on a chatbot landing page, which we've talked about those before. That's what you're seeing behind me, is the chatbot landing page, which needs a smaller URL, everyone, I've just noticed. But skyrocket your engagement. Also, if you're interested in maybe giving this information to a few friends, do let me know so that I can put you on my list, and so that I can get people, so that I can ask people where they're coming from. So that we know you sent them and then you get rewarded for that. If somebody buys something eventually. We don't have anything for sale at this live event. There's nothing for sale. I'm just going to give you content and then send you back out in the world. Now, some people will probably want to sign up for a couple of things because I got a lot available for you. But seriously, this is about giving great content to great people. This is about spreading the word about engagement marketing. This is about helping people choose realistic ways to be able to up the ante in their marketing. Because more content is not the answer. More content, more videos, more Instagram posts, more tags, more people on your list, more. We've been duped into thinking that this is the only way. Listen, you don't need more people. You need better engagement with the people you have. And then you need more people. And then you need better engagement with those people. And then you need more people. We've been missing half of the formula. And that, I think, is why so many entrepreneurs burn out just by doing their darn marketing. It's time to stop all that. We are the people called to stop all that. And we're going to do it because we're good. My bot cave Alexa has just reported that all engines are go. So I'm going to throw this into the comments right now because you know me, I'll forget if I don't. Right now, do it. And here we go. Here is the live link to go sign up. Go sign up. Let me know about your experience. Again, this has been live for like 3 minutes, so there may be stuff in there, but comment. Let me know. Let me know how you're doing. Really want to get as many people there as I humanly possible. It's a free event, and it is going to be so packed with value that you're going to ask yourself later why it's free. I'm not going to be selling anything. There's nobody else coming on stage. It's just going to be me and a message about engagement and examples and stories and outcomes of engagement. It's going to be me talking about my last 3 years, talking about how these things, that the ideas that I'm about to share with you have directly brought me more people and more people and more people. My life is unrecognizable from what it started out to be. Not seeing the link. Teresa, you might be viewing in the Facebook group. If you go out to the Facebook page, it'll be there. I don't know why it doesn't ever print in the group, but it does on the page, and it's super, super long too. So if you roll out to the Black Belt Bots page, you'll see it right there. And if not, just message me. I'll get it to you. Not that we haven't already secretly signed you up, but I want you to go through the process too, so you can tell me what you think. Anyway, that is my show for today, my friends. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Want to invite you to our show tomorrow, which it's a Thursday. I'm going to pick some engagement topic and talk about it because that's what I do. And then, of course, Friday, our show is going to be all about Friday wins because, baby, we need to celebrate as entrepreneurs. I'm celebrating today. I'm celebrating the launch, the official kickoff point of that live event that we have all been working so hard to prepare you something awesome. So my friends, that's what I know for right now. Thanks again for joining me today. And as always, I'll see you in a bot.